be in a position, man, your back to him, have to rotate your hips through. Here's all it is. You're up in a crab crawl position. All you're going to do is just move around, lighten on the hands, lighten on the feet, sit through. Right here. Crab crawl a little bit. One leg comes back through. Here, crab crawl a little bit. Other leg comes back through. The whole time you're moving, keep your head up and your hips up high. Head and hips up high. So that's one principle y'all need to learn. Anytime you're in a big flurry, whoever's the highest is going to win. And that's when this drill is used. All right, ready? Here we go. Everybody bouncing. Everybody bouncing. Ready? Zip line, go! Light on the hands, light on the feet. Keep your head and hips high. Get your hips up to the ceiling. Kind of like break dancing. Slide down the knee underneath it. Now go back to the crab crawl. One time, go back to the crab crawl. Then to the bear crawl. Break. On a knee. Everybody on one knee. Ready? Zip line, ready, go! Light on your hands, light on your feet. Strong your arms. Keep your head high. Keep your hips high. Hips head to the ceiling. Keep your hips to the ceiling. When you're in that crab crawl position, keep your hips up.
Hips up, not down, up.
Rotate back through. Rotate back through. Hips out. And you'll do this a lot off the bottom. This is just one little thing you'll do off the bottom a lot when the guy's head is below your shoulders. You just run the hips out on him. When we're going to drill it, you get in the referee's position. Now, all you're going to do is just post a hand in the mat out to the side, sit your hips through. Take a couple steps. Now, you're going to straighten your right leg, and you're going to push off your right arm. And you're going to get distance. This hand's going to come up, push. You're on your knees. Right here. Turn back around, sit it through. Walk it out, straighten the left leg, push off the left arm. Here, right in this position. Now where you're going to use this is a lot on the bottom. Come here a second. For instance, the guy's behind you, he gets his head down. Just off to the side. He's down here like this, trying to ride you. Now all you're going to do is just walk your hips out and cut away. Or if the guy's down on his knees, he's got his hands like he stood up, he's right here, you're just going to walk your hips out and cut away. Alright, so let's try it right here. Be sure, if you straighten your right leg out, you rotate right. If you straighten your left leg out, you rotate left. And the big thing is, get lots of distance from your opponent. And the way you get that is from pushing off the back hand. So it's right here. Right in there. Ready? Let's go. Work on it. Go all the way across the mat. Go. Good. Get distance now. Really push off that back hand. Don't let your butt hit. Straighten your right leg out to the right, straighten your left leg out to the left. Straighten your leg out, don't have your knee bent. Now if you straighten your right leg out to the right, straighten around you, I just want you to do the hip heist. I just want you to do the hip heist with the man behind you, so you got to get a feel for it. Now obviously I'm not going to be standing up here like this, I'm going to be right here with some back pressure. Now the key to doing this is, when his head is below my shoulders, I can do it. Other than that, I can do a cutaway. Okay? But if his head's below my shoulders right here, all I'm going to do is just, if I've got his right wrist, I'm going to straighten my right leg out and I'm going to rotate right. If I got his left wrist, I'm going to walk out, straighten my left leg out, rotate left. In this case, I got his right wrist, I'm going to walk it out. When his hand hits the mat, now I'm going to straighten and cut away. Alright? Notice when I go the other way, he just follow behind me. So I always cut to the side of the wrist. Again, he's here. Lower the level, walk him on out. There's a lot of pressure right now on his shoulder. If you don't like the guy, you can just walk it on out, punish it. Take it on out. Okay, if he's walking out a couple of steps, when his hand hits, cut away. Let's work on it. Go 2-2 exchange. Go.
Get in your circles. Guys, come on out on the mat. Everybody get a circle. Pair up. Circle around, leave this side open. Get on that side so you can see. Bransford, I don't want to get you back. I want to see something that we can learn something from.
Alright guys, now, if you can do one thing in wrestling, you can win about 90% of your matches. And that is keep good position from your feet. Alright? Now the first position that you need is means I'm controlling him, my elbows are tight to my ribs, and I'm touching it. See how close I am to the guy? A bunch of people like to wrestle way out here, and they have all these straight arms and stuff. You don't ever want to touch a guy unless you've got your elbows in and you can touch him with a bent arm. So I want to be able to keep good position with my arms, and here or wherever, and I want to keep good head position. Now, good head position means the worst thing I want is right here, forehead to forehead. The best I want is turning his head away, right in this position. Now, if you're facing your opponent and he's got head position, it's pretty hard for you to score on him, isn't it? Because remember this rule, you go where you're looking. And I'm looking that way, he's that way. If I try to shoot, there's not a whole heck of a lot I can do. Now, if I get head position on him, now I've got whatever I want. He's got nothing. So you got to get good head position. The key to getting head position is moving the man, getting angles. And then I get head position by moving my feet. If I just sit here and try to go get head position, I'm never going to get it. I've got to move my feet to get head position. Now I'm on him. Okay? So what we're going to do first is we're just going to do a little clearing the head ties, all it's called. Now, got ties on my head, right here. Once again, we want to get close to him. We don't want to reach out for a guy's head from way out here. First thing we're going to do is what should I do? If he grabs my head on this side, I'm just going to take this hand inside, and I'm going to get bicep control. Right in here, and I'm just going to pull it down and come to here. Again, he ties. I'm just going to come inside and come to here. That's one thing. Now he's got inside position. I do. He's got inside position now, but if I come in here, now I've got inside position. Got my head position. The next thing we're going to do, he ties on my head, we're going to attack opposite wrist. Which just means if he's got my head with this arm, on the same side I grab his elbow with, I'm going to reach across and grab his wrist. This hand's going to come up above the elbow. Now, what position am I lacking right now?
Son.
I want head position. I want to get my head position on the same side as the arm I've got. So what do I need to do to get there? I got to move my feet, don't I? I'm not going to be here doing this all day. So I got to move my feet. Here. Notice where's the pressure at? It's down. And I don't get my pressure. Here's the mistake everybody's going to make. You're going to get your pressure by doing this. Bending at the waist. Guys, you bend at the waist, they're going to front headlock you to death. You get here like this, they're going to front headlock you, and you're in terrible position. Here's how you get your pressure. You just squat. All I'm going to do is just pull the arm down, and I'm going to squat. Now you can't front headlock me. Okay? I'm squatting, bending at the knees, not the waist. Here. Alright? So it ties on my head, I got two options. Ties on my head, I come inside tie right here. Second option, he ties on my head, come cross wrist, above the elbow, move my feet here. Right there. Head position is my face, not my hair. My face in his ear. Alright, let's work it. Go 2-2. You do 2 with one, 2 with the other, then the other man. Now, when he ties on my head, and I just come in here, I've got just about any basically all I'm doing is just regaining inside position. Just fighting for position. I don't want him to have inside position, so now I've got it. Now we're just in here fighting position. I do my regular setups. Okay? So you can do just about any move you want from there. Now with the other one he ties on my head, I go cross wrist and elbow, and I circle my head here. Boom. Now, the important thing, I want to act like it's a vine in the tree. I'm just hanging out of it, or hanging onto it by squatting. So I'm hanging on and I'm squatting. And what that does is, when I pull down on it, and now I release, watch what happens to his level. See how it comes up? Because if he doesn't do this, right now he's going to be eating the mat. Okay? If I pull down, he's going to be eating the mat, or he's going to really fight it, and when I let go of it, he comes up, which opens his legs up. So what I'm going to do now, he grabs here, here, and here. I'm going to circle here, I'm going to pull down. Now all I'm going to do is just let go of both arms, right there. Notice, he came up, but where did my level stay at? Yeah. Stayed down. Alright, so I'm here, I pull down, I release. Now all I'm going to do, I'm going to let my right hand come off the elbow, and I'm going to go palm down. Very important that the hand that goes on the outside of the leg is palm down. You never want it palm up. As you go through, you should be able to tell time on it. Right here. Okay, it's about 8:30. Okay, right there. The other hand comes underneath. Everybody do this. Put your thumb in tight, and put one foot over the top, and grip the thumb. Right there. Again, right there. Right over the thumb. Now, the reason I want to do this is if I've got a single leg, get your other side. Now, if he's got a single leg here, what most times he'll get a whizzer and he'll grab the wrist. Is what the guy that you get a single leg going to do. And he'll pull down with his leg and he'll try to pull up with his arm and break his grip. Now turn your hands the other way.
Face it.
Now, if he's got his hands locked wrong, if I pull down and pull up, then he's taking his hands apart. Okay? If I come to here, if he gets his hands locked correctly, and I pull down and pull up, it tightens his grip. That makes his grip tighter. So be sure that the outside hand is palm down, and when he tries to fight away, it makes his grip tighter. So now he's trying to pull his arm up, and it gets tighter. So here we go. Ties on my head. I go cross wrist, elbow, right here. Now the worst position, I want to forehead to forehead. Now I'm going to circle here, squat down. Now I'm going to release. Be a good drill partner. When I release, pull up here, right there. Notice, this hand's palm down, this hand's here. Keep going here. My face is in his chest, not the side of my head. I'm not out here to the side or anything like this in a double leg position. My face is in his chest. And his leg is between my legs. And it never hurts when you're here to go ahead and clamp your legs on his leg. That way, if he's messing with your hands and stuff, you still got a good grip with his legs. You can't do much. Okay? So I'm here. I squat. Give me some resistance. I squat. He pulls up. Boom. Right there. And I mean, I'm trying to punch him right in the ribs in my face. I'm giving him a body blow right now. Okay? That's the big part right there. You beat people by wearing them down. Beat them into the ground. Make them hurt.
Y'all heard that before?
So here, boom. Right there, he pulls up. Boom. Right there. I got my face right through. Right there. And that's all I want right now. I'll show you how I'll finish in a minute. Right there, 2-2 exchange. In a wrestling match, if you want to get takedown, or you want to do anything in wrestling, you got to get an angle. You can't do everything straight up in front of the guy. It helps your chances to get an angle. A bunch of you are getting a cross wrist, and you're staying out here like this. I have no angle. I want to get an angle. Notice, he's facing that way, I'm facing that way. I got an angle. Here, I don't have much of an angle. It makes it a lot harder. I have a lot more distance to cover to get that leg. I'm here, now I'm right here on it.
Put your nose in his ear hole.
So once you get it, circle your feet to the side you got the arm on so you can get head position. Okay? I'm here, I circle my feet. I'm here. Now I attack. Okay? Don't you stand right out here in front of him like this and then try to get that leg. You're not going to get it against a good guy. He's going to step his leg back. You got to put all his weight on the same leg. If I got this arm, I'm going to put all his weight on that leg. I got this arm, I'm going to put all his weight on that leg. Let's work on it. Get your angles.
Hillwood, you've never... I'm away. Hey!
I want you to get cross wrist in head position. I want you to get cross wrist head position. And here's all I want you doing. I want you pulling down and stepping. Pulling down and stepping. Pulling down and stepping. Pulling down and stepping. Okay? You got to get the weight off that foot. Get an angle, pull down, step. Get an angle, pull down, step. Get an angle, pull down, step. You do it 5 times, he does it 5 times. Then do it to the opposite arm, 5 each. Go. Then since some of you are doing it wrong, and this may happen to you in a match anyway, if your head is ever to the outside, meaning not in the ribs, right now you've got to change to a double leg. Alright, so we're going to do a little drill. You're just going to get in a single leg position. This time, a good single leg position, meaning your head's in the inside. here. A bunch of you, this is not a single leg position. If you're ever here, right now, you got to go to a double leg. Or you're going to be hurting. So I want you in a single leg position, here. I want him to push my head to the outside. As soon as you feel your head to push to the outside, I want you to come to the knee, and I want you to lift. Right here. Okay? If you're on the other side, you're right here, you push my head to the outside. Right now, I lift. Okay? Because anytime you feel that head right here, you've got to come right now and lift. So I'm going to let go. I'm going to let go of this bottom hand, and I'm going to change to here. And I don't wait till I get here and then change. As I feel my head rotating out, boom, right here. Okay, let's work it. 2-2 exchange.
Be a video room.
Now guys, if you can be good at this time, be good to snag single, and this next move is called an outside carry. That's pretty much, if you can get that, that's just about all you need to be successful in the season. You get that in good position, you're set. You don't have to be good on top. All you have to have on the bottom is stand up. And you're cooking. Alright? Now, what we're going to do, I'm going to get the cross wrist. Now what's going to happen is, you may want to attack the opposite wrist. Like on this side, I'm doing single leg to both sides. But I really don't like doing a near arm far leg to this side because I'm right footed. If you're right leg lead, you probably want to get it on his left arm. Or his right arm, to your left. If you're left leg lead, you probably want to grab his left arm or his arm to your right. Now, here's all I want everybody doing. Okay? Let's let everybody face that wall and get behind me. Everybody spread out. I'll be right here. Everybody sit from here and behind.
And give me a video shot so I can see Mike.
Now, step with your right leg. Here's all I want you doing. Now, y'all stepping that way. Everybody here left with it.
Do it sloppy.
All right.
I want him to
Got
see
2
it.
people or 3 people are kind of
I
odd.
said, I got it.
Okay. Y'all will be stepping that
Practicing
direction.
that one.
Everybody else will be stepping that direction. Now, first thing you want to do is lower your level. So, lower your level. Now, step with your lead leg and notice where my foot is. See my toe ankle in? Now, drop to your knee, and I want you to pivot. Throw that leg behind. Right there. Again.
It's just like our sweeping single.
Ready? Step, toe in.
Toe in.
Right there. Knee hits. And then, as my momentum carries, I throw that leg behind.
And pivot on your knee.
Notice, where am I leaning right now? Forward. If you get a backwards lean, you're going to fall right over to your butt. You want a forward lean when you finish up. Again. Ready? Step. Knee hit. And spin. Forward lean.
Now, when you spin, you want that leg all the way back behind him like his is. Look at his leg. He's not on both knees.
And notice where the leg that's spun behind, it's up. My knee's out on the mat. I'm keeping it up. I'm not down here. I'm here.
Swing it. Throw it hard and look. You're not throwing it hard to keep it straight up and back.
Knee down and pivot. Now when your knee gets sweaty, you gotta start moving a little better.
Better. That's it.
Ready? Step, foot in, knee hit, and pivot. Now, I just want you doing this. Get your lead leg up. Everybody facing that wall, get your lead leg up. The other leg down. Here's all what you're doing. I just want you going right here. Just knee down and right here. Just pivot. And then bring it back up.
And the other knee up.
Pivot.
Other knee up. Patrick.
Knee down and pivot.
Patrick, watch him how he goes from one knee down and one knee up, the other knee down, the other knee up.
When you start the drill, you always want your lead leg up.
Little.
My right leg's up.
Hey.
I'm here. I pivot. Now, I put my other knee down, put my right leg back up, and pivot.
Now all he's done is swap knees.
Right leg up and pivot. Remember to get that forward lean. Go ahead and put that hand on the mat.
Leaning forward. Weight forward.
There again. Knee up, down, and rotate.
Boom, out of the way.
Pivot. Now, everybody standing. Now, step and pivot.
All in one motion.
Lean forward. If you don't lean forward, you're going to fall on your back.
Patrick,
Okay, up again.
try to keep that foot further back, because if you don't, that's what they're going to do. They will grab you. You got to keep that leg away from them.
Back leg up. Get your back leg up.
That's it, right there.
Step and hit it. Ready? Step and pivot. Forward lean, back leg up. Ready? Step and pivot. Be sure that toe is ankle in.
Leaning forward, not backwards.
Step, toe is ankle in. Pivot. Alright, now, when you do it, take your right arm and act like you're trying to
Chop.
swing around the pole. Act like you're trying to swing around the pole with your right arm. Just like this. So we're going to step, and right here I'm going to fold that arm, and pivot. Right there. Right here. Step, and throw that arm, and pivot. Put that hand on that. Go ahead. Ready? On my level, step, and pivot. Good. All right, now circle up. Now, you're going to do that exact same motion. Now, this move right here, sometimes it'll get you 2, but a lot of times you'll get 5 points and maybe 10 off of it. All right? Now, once again, if I'm a right leg lead, I want to attack the opposite arm with my lead leg. Here and here. If I'm a left leg lead, I want to attack here. Now, the key thing is, you've got to have inside position. Alright, so I come here. Now, I'm right here at this point. I'm sagging, I'm pulling. Now, he's really keeping this leg back from me, but when I circle this way, which leg comes forward? Right. Well, he's trying to keep me from single out. He's right here. Which leg comes forward? That leg. So now, all I want to do is lower my level and hit my pivot. So here, it's a single. Now, the key thing to put him on his back is, I'm hanging on to this arm. And what happens is, when he sprawls, sprawl your leg back. Notice, he doesn't have anything to post on, does he? And so, I'm not using any effort. Just by my momentum, going in a circular motion, he falls.
And this is what he won the
He gets
state
fallen right through his
championship
back.
on.
It's a great move. It's very easy. If you miss it,
His junior
you lose
year, he
your
got
arm,
hurt in the first
you're in a
match
single leg position.
and made it to the
If
semifinals.
you
and
don't
couldn't
get a
get
good
him
job
off.
on the leg or something, if he
And then I
sprawls
had to
on you,
beat off
you
him the
come
rest
out
of the way.
clear, nothing's lost.
But he went
All right,
57
so I'm
and
here.
his senior year.
Okay, here, I circle. Now notice,
Look over at the
he's
national.
really keeping that leg back from me right here. Which leg's right there he's keeping attack? Right there. So all I'm going to do, I'm going to whip this arm.
Look
I
at the
gotta get
national
it
records
grip.
on the wall.
The higher in the armpit, the better. Lower, I'm going to slip off of it. So I want to get up here, grab a few armpit hairs and everything. Get a grip. Grip on some of this muscle. The more muscular they are, the easier the move is, because now you got handles to grab on. Some flabby guys, you got anything to grab on. Right now I've got a man-made handle right there. Come on. Right there. Hook onto it. Head position once again. Same side. I'm going to keep my head. I'm going to try to break his collarbone around my forehead. Okay? If my head gets low or slips out, I'm in a terrible position. My forehead stays right here. Alright, so I'm here. Now, notice what I'm going to do. He's there. I'm going to lower my level. Boom. Here. Look at my head position. Right here. I should probably be a little higher up in here right now. Okay? Now, obviously he's not going to stay in this position. If I attack this leg, he's going to rotate back. So I pull the arm, and as I grab this leg, look at my hand. Come on. As I grab this leg, look where it went. See how I snaked down his thigh? Right here. I'm not just going to grab his
knee.
Right here. I'm definitely not going to grab here, because if he sprawls, now I've got the strong part of his body. So I want to grab the weak part of his body. Right here, I've got it. Here, I've really got it. I've got my shoulders in the back of his elbow, and my hands down here on his shoelace. My forehead's here. I'm here. Now, as I finish my rotation, right here. So basically, all I'm doing is I'm circling, then I'm doing that little step. Toe in, here, and rotate. Notice the forward lean. Here, I just keep pulling on the arm. Even if you don't have a good grip on the leg, if you pull that arm and he sprawls, he's gone. Okay? And you have to be a good partner. When he goes to sweep, take your leg back. That doesn't mean that you have to overemphasize it. Just take your leg back a little bit right here. Okay? So you're here. Cross wrist, trying to get that angle. He's squaring up to you. He's doing a good job. Right here, get high in that armpit. Now, I'm just going to rotate. Boom. And here. And I'm going to end up right here. This hits through. Then I can attack up here and get a forward lean on it. Again. Here. Circle. I'm high in the armpit. Look at my hand here. High in the armpit. I get my head position. He's squaring up. Boom. Here. And rotate. Keep your head in his shoulder. Here. And rotate. Okay?
All right. Now, one thing, emphasize, Mike, that you've already showed them one side shot, and now you got another side shot.
Yeah.
So you've got it to both sides, no matter what the guy does.
That's a snag single to both sides if you want it, if you get good at it. And then you got this to your opposite your leg or to your leg both sides. Again. Here. Boom. Right there. I'm coming around. Boom. Here. Notice my head position. Head is right here. Okay? One more time.
Wrestling is simple. Why do we make it so
Circle.
complicated?
Right here. Whoop.
Huh?
Right there. Can we do it?
I don't know.
Now, if I lose the grip
I
on the
forgot
arm,
what we put down last
here's what I got. I'm here. I lose the grip on the arm. Right there. That's the worst time position I am. I'm just going to stand up. He goes, well, he's going to square into me. I'm going to end up single leg there. I'll end up right here. Okay? That's the worst case scenario. Doesn't work. It goes near arm. Right now, that requires strength. If he's in there fighting, you're trying to sit there and pull it. You've got to take this leg and get the momentum going. This leg has got to come behind. You do that, it's effortless. I'm here. When I do this right here, he sprawls, and I keep my momentum going, I've got him. He'll just fall right down. But if I get in here and stop, here, okay, if I just come in here and stop, he sprawls, now I'm sitting there trying to pull him, it makes it rough on me. So I've got to keep my momentum going. And you do it just by doing it in continuous motion. Just boom, circle, boom. Boom, circle, boom. Boom, circle, boom. Really throw that leg behind. The harder you throw that leg, the better your momentum will go. The higher you feel. All right. Let's go.
Guys, one thing. Hello. Listen. You notice it started with the foot position, the foot motion, and the spin, right? And what did he say that was going to do? Lead into this move. Do your footwork, and then it'll all tie together. Don't leave the footwork out.
Guys, you should have armpit hair in your hand after you get done. Now we've got to find a way. If you're like this, now we've got to find a way to snap your face in the mat. So we got to tack right and tack left, and now we got an extension. Okay? If you don't have one of those, if you can't take either leg, then what they're probably doing is giving up extension. Now, when you want to extend somebody or snap somebody down, here's what you look for. First thing, they're either really pushing into you real hard, they're really leaning on you. You feel a lot of weight on you. The next thing is look at their shoulders and knees. If their shoulders and knees are in alignment and you try to snap them, they can do pretty good at moving their feet. If they're real extended, like right here, I have poor shoulder knee alignment. Now if you try to snap me, I'm right on my face. Okay? So two things you want to look for. Is he leaning on me? Or is his shoulders and knees out of alignment? If one or both of those things is true, you can put their face right through the mat. Okay? Now, kind of get a feel for this. When a guy's leaning for you, you're going to do a little thing called the balance game. Everybody ever heard of that?
Nope.
All right, come here. What you do, you get shoulder width apart. Right here. Reach your feet about shoulder width apart, get a good stance. And what you're going to do, you're going to put hand to hand. Now, once again, we don't want to be way out here away from each other. We want to be just like a wrestling match. We're going to touch bent arms.
Bent arms.
Now, what I want him to do, I either want to push him back on his heels for make it stay, can make the other guy take a step, I win. He makes me take a step, he wins. If you touch the other guy to keep your balance, you also lose. So you're here, palm to palm, right there. Step. You're here, boom, step. I can snap him when I feel that. He's here, now you feel he does a snap him a few times, he's kind of sitting back. I can push him back. Okay? So you kind of get this fill up. You're in here, you know, you may give a little push, let him, you may think you're coming forward. Okay?
Like it.
Right there.
He's sexy, just like his daddy.
Right there. Okay? Now, I don't do a bunch of this stuff. Do a bunch of... Keep your hands together as much as possible. Keep them together. Just feel the guy. Feel his weight.
Yes.
Okay? Anticipate what he's going to do. Now, if you do that while you're wrestling, he's in here, you feel him pushing into you, right there, boom, you snap him down. You feel him going, all right, well, I'll give it up a snap down 3 times, I'm going to hang back a little bit. Now you can feel where you just, get in here and attack the leg, because now he's on his heels trying to knock you snap down. Or, if I come in here, and I do this to him, he steps his leg back, now, is his shoulders and knees in alignment? No. Right there. Okay, so I've got to remember, you got to have a setup before you make a shot. You don't just come in here and dive that guy.
That's airplane.
You need to get him in a position. If I want to attack that leg, then I got to get that leg forward. If I want to attack that leg, I got to get that leg forward. If I want to snap him down, I got to get his alignment messed up. Boom, I come here, he steps back, there. Or, I've got to push into him real hard. I feel him pushing back, right in there. Okay? You got to be able to feel his weight while he's doing it. Now, so first thing, we're going to get here, we're going to play the balance game. Try to get him weighing forward. Or, you feel him leaning on his heels a little bit, push him backwards. Let's go. We'll play it for about 2 or 3 minutes. Get the feel of the guy's weight. Here's what I want everybody to do. Now, I'm a right leg lead, so usually I snap down with my right hand. And if you're a left leg lead, you probably snap down with your left hand.
No, that too.
Now, here's the thing. When I snap with my right hand, I've got to take my left leg back.
Yep. You like to practice.
When I snap with my right hand, I got to take my right leg back. When I snap with my left hand, I got to take my left leg back. The reason is, if I just sit here and snap this guy, and I don't move my legs, he's right in on me. Okay? Now, so when I snap with my right hand, I set my left leg back. Notice, this foot doesn't move. This foot doesn't move. Now, what I do with this hand is also very important. I'm here on the bicep, on the tricep, or on the elbow, whatever. When I snap, I'm going to take, and I'm going to try to pull his head and his elbow to my knee. So I got my right hand here. I'm snapping my right hand, so I'm going to try to take his head and his elbow to my right knee. Here. Right there. This leg doesn't move. Now what I'm trying to do is put my weight on him right here. What that does is it keeps me from raising up. Okay, again. So I'm here. If I snap here, I'm taking his head and his elbow. Now see, if I just do this again, if I just go here, he goes double leg. If I just pull him in here, I get this leg back, and now he's in a double. So I've really got to guide his arm when I take his head. So I'm here, and boom.
That's the reason I'm thinking of taking it out on Monday.
Here, everybody, and you guys know, hip down, square up. In order, guys, you'll go right into hip down, square up. This once again, this foot doesn't move. It's
we showed you on the hand.
right into there.
That makes it work.
Now, here's what I want. In a second, I'm going to have everybody face that wall. And I want you to do, if you're a right leg lead, push your right hand like it's on the head, left hand like it's on the elbow. I want you to pull right to your hip, and I want you to do this. Boom. 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 If you're a left leg lead, left hand here, right hand on the elbow, here. 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 So everybody facing that wall. If you're right-handed, take your right hand, act like you're grabbing the head. Take your left hand.
You can do this, honey.
I really just paid
Take your left hand.
I got to go to
Your left hand to the head. Take your left hand to the head. Now, listen up.
Head up. Listen.
As you're snapping with the right hand, take the hand, both hands, right to your hip or your knee, and step back with the hand you're snapping. snap it with. So right hand, take it right like that, right here. Boom. Boom. Step back hard. Step back as hard as you can. You're going to try to make his head down off the mat a few times.
I'm not going to get it to go out here. So one of the, like the total juniors for this year, I'm going to do the rest of and see, I'm so old, but I can do the pictures. But if I get a young kid that knows this real good, I may have 2 or 3 different kids that know certain things real good. That'll be our teacher's connection. And plus, the text. Yeah, the only one thing that moves that is this even sicker.
Alright, so you come right here. He's kind of leaning on you a little bit. All I want you to do, I don't want him falling down. I just want you coming right here. Guiding that elbow across and guiding his head all to my knee. Here. You snap him down with his hands right there. Boom. Right here. Notice, when he hits, I've got a lot of pressure down on that arm. Okay? Really guide that arm across to your leg. Right there. Guide it. Make sure it goes across.
Now
watch my hands also. I'm not coming up here and going. Right here, I'm just opening my hands. I'm just doing that. It's a little 6-inch blow. Boom, boom, boom. There.
All right, one other thing, Mike.
There.
Like watching some of them doing, they're turning their whole body when they do this. Watch Mike's body. His body stays square, and his leg goes back, and he redirects the other eye. He don't turn his own self. See how he stays square?
This foot should not move. Your trail leg should not move at all. Okay? Notice my head's high, my chest is high, my hip is on his shoulder. Again, here, boom. If your left leg bleeds, should be here. Right here, just right in that side. Let's work it. Go about 3 for exchange. Go. Now guys, this next thing, it's going to look like, who couldn't think this up? But I will tell you, it's the best setup to a snap down going. And if you go show it to some line boy or NBA boy, I'm going to kill you. Because I'm going to find out who does it. If I see him doing it, I'm going to find out who showed it to him. I know it has to come out of this room. So don't show it to him. But all it is called a step snap. And guys, it is very effective. All I'm going to do is, and once again, it's going to look like, it's simple. Everybody would think of that. All I'm going to do is I'm going to stomp. I'm just going to stomp my foot. Right there. But what it does is when I stomp that foot right there, you'll see him do like this. 9 times out of 10, they'll do just like that. Where's the shoulder nail on it now? Look down here. So as I stomp, the same time I'm stomping, right there, immediately, as I do that, I'm basically squatting and stomping. As soon as I do it, boom, I'm right here. Okay? I'm just right here. And almost at the same time as I'm stomping, I'm snapping.
No.
It's like I know what the reaction's going to be, so I'm going to go ahead and do it. So I'm here. Right there. And once again, be a good drill partner. You know, this right here.
Hard to do.
Right there. Ready? You're right here, Raz, and all of a sudden.
That looks like a honey hunt. Don't mess up his other shoulder.
Ready?
That is a bad shoulder.
Well, then don't mess it up.
Come here, Phil. Just right here. Okay? Just stomp. Just roll it back a little bit. Boom, right there. And if he's trying to hang on hard, you've really got to snap. I mean, you got to be mad at the guy. The mean and selfish sport. Try to destroy. The harder you snap, you want to hear, oh! You want to hear the crowd. Like one of those guys you're talking about.
I can imagine why.
Adrian Norfleet from White Creek. That freestyle with us a lot. The same age I was. He used to snap people so hard that their face would go across the mat. It was like an airplane crash, coming in for a crash landing.
The year before Mike.
Okay? So when you snap it, bang! I mean, you're trying to bury it, putting it on the right back. Okay? So if he tries to hang on harder, here, then right in there.
He was a junior,
Down with
a senior, Mike.
this hip, the hip you take back, is here, right into his back. So now, instead of taking your face and punching him in the ribs, you're taking your hips and you're punching him right in the back. Okay? You're giving him that blow right there. Bang! Bang! Okay? Again. You're here. Step snap right here. Boop! At the same time you're doing that, right now you go ahead and start your snap. Boop! Right there. Boom! Boom! Here. Notice, does this foot move? No. Okay? Now, that's all I want us doing. Work it. Step snap. Step snap. And be a mean person on snap. Don't be nice to me. My palm is facing up now. So I'm just like this, leaning on the back of his head here. This hand that's on the elbow is still where? On the elbow. Now, I want to go around this way. The only thing that can keep me from going around this way is this arm coming up and grabbing my leg. So here's what I got to do to keep that arm from coming up. Once I got his weight here, I got to keep it here. So I'm going to push down right here. I'm going to push down on his arm. Now try to raise your arm. Now I'm going to do it. Okay? Notice, this hand's just like this across the back of his head, palm up. Now everybody get over here and see this.
Get on this side and give me a video room.
Notice, look at my hand, how it's coming. I'm going to be here and here. This is called backhand because the back of my hand is in his armpit.
And Al will make the living off of this.
Now basically, what I'm doing is trying to keep him, once I get around, I don't want him to be able to take this arm and grab around. Have y'all gone to a front headlock yet? Just like front headlock. You put your head in there so he can't take his arm and reach back and grab it. Grab your leg. Same thing here. I end up here and put all my weight down, right there, on his bad shoulder. I forgot. Here, backhand, right here. Now I don't have it just right here. Get it in the armpit. Now, once I get it to here, I'm going to grab butt cheek and I'm going to pull forward. Because when I pull forward on the butt, where does it put all his weight? On his hands. And the more weight on his hands, the harder it is for him to raise up. The less weight on his hands, the easier it is. So I'm here, I get my weight here now. Now I'm going to come here, right here, pull the butt forward, and I'm just going to circle behind.
Don't go away with the hips. Keep the hips in.
Notice, my hips stay low. I don't raise my hips up, my butt up in the air, because if I raise my butt up in the air, right here, it takes all the weight up off of him. Now he can just turn and look into you. Right there. That's no good. If I stay here, I'm keeping the pressure on him. Here, pull the butt, right there. The pressure is never let up off of him. The weight's all on that arm. Circle, 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 back behind. Don't go around the waist. Stay right up here on the butt. Okay? Again. Here, step, snap, right there. Cover the head, hand here and here. Push down, palm here, here, pull forward, and circle behind. Your head and chest should stay high. Because when your head and chest are high, your hips are down. When your head and chest is down, your hips are high. So keep your head and chest high so your hips stay down. Right in here. Notice here, my hips are down. Here, my hips are up. Head up, hips down. Head down, hips up. Back. Good. Here, here. Right there. Finish it behind you. Let's go work on it. Step, step to a backhand go behind. I'm going to help you on this. You get you really good at making sure you've got weight down on the arm and get a good backhand go behind. Man gets on all fours. Now what you're going to do, you're just going to take your belt line and you're going to put it right on the back of his head. You're just going to come right here. Okay? Notice, my hips.
Stay up, honey.
My hips are pretty much down. My knees are barely off the ground. My toes, my heels are straight up. I'm not like this or like this.
Where's
I'm
Brent?
right here. Knees barely off the ground. That means my hips are down. Where's my chest and head? High. Okay? Now, all I'm going to do is put my hand here, back hand. Okay, I need to get down a little bit lower. I'll have to readjust. Here, back hand, go behind. Right here. Come back out front. Here, push this side down. Here, back hand, go behind.
We're going to get...
Come back here, back down, push down, back hand, go behind. Here, push down, back hand, go behind.
All right, let Steve get in there first.
Back hand, go behind. Notice the whole time, keep
Do
your
it on
chest and head
Steve.
high.
Do it on Steve, Hunt. Get the bothering.
Keep your chest and head high the whole time.
Get down, Steve, and let him do it on you real quick.
This will get you good press on both sides. Here, back in, go behind. Here, back in, go behind. Here,
Stay up, Steve. Act like a man.
here,
Oh, that's tough.
push down, back in, go behind. Okay, just work it, going to both sides.
You don't just wilt like a darn no-no.
Do 5 each side to the other man.
Be a man. Have them arms up there.
5 each side to the other man. Here's what makes you good partners. While he's trying to go behind you, try to get that hand up. Try to get it up off the mat. If you get your hand up, he's doing something wrong. If you're trying to keep your hand off the mat, he's doing it right. So try to raise that hand up off the mat while it's going behind you. Go. Now, we got one tie, inside wrist tie. We cross wrist. We worked our single to both sides. We can work our snap downs from anywhere. All we know is we got to break their balance. Okay? Now, the next tie we're going to go over is an underhook. Now, you got 2 ways to get into an underhook, and you got 2 ways to get out of an underhook. All right? Now, the first thing, if I'm a right leg lead, I probably want a right-handed underhook. If I'm a left leg lead, I probably want a left-handed underhook. It's good if you practice long enough to get good to be able to underhook on both sides, no matter what lead leg you are. If you can get an underhook over here, and then underhook here, and be good at it on both sides, have moves you can do to both sides, you'll be a lot better. But even having an underhook good on one side, that's pretty good. You want to get ties where you can control the whole half of his body. Especially if you're up against a better athlete that's quicker and stronger than you. Okay? And the first tie, right here, we're definitely controlling the whole side of his body. I can control his whole body. I can take him wherever I want him to go. An underhook. I can take him, I can grab him here. I can pull him here. I've got control of his body. And if I get head position on top of that, if I have an underhook this side and I have head position over here, now I've really got it. He has nothing he can do except clear out and hope for the best. Okay? So you got to get head position once again, and this time an underhook. Now, the 2 ways to get an underhook. First thing, if I want an underhook with my right hand, I'm going to take my left hand and I'm going to grab his head. Now, if he's in a good stance, his elbows are in, it's going to be tough for me to get an underhook. So I've got to create an opening in here. And the way I do it, I take my left hand to his head, and I'm going to forcefully pull his head into my chest. I'm going to try to bust his nose with my shoulder. Okay? From here, right in there. Here. Now, as I do it, I'm going to circle to the side I want to get my underhook on. And I'm going to step with that foot. I want a right hand underhook. I'm going to step with my right foot as I'm pulling. So I'm here. Notice how when I pull, how his arm comes up. You pull, the arm comes up. Okay? So now I pull, at the same time, I'm stepping and underhooking. Now, a bunch of people, they'll try to get their underhook here, way up here on the shoulder. Here's where you want it. You want to be elbow to elbow, and you want to lock just below his shoulder, this muscle right here. Okay? Just below it. Not on it, but just below it. Elbow to elbow, just below it. The reason is, if I'm here, I can move the guy pretty good and everything. If I'm here, I have a lot more control. He's a lot weaker right here.
Brand, you be the one to demonstrate though.
Okay?
Demonstrate on Brand some more now instead of Honey for John.
All right? So, the first way to get an underhook, right hand, I'm going to come here, pull it to my shoulder. Which way do I step with? Right. And I'm going to dig with my right here. Just boom, right here. And again, when you get your partner, be forceful with him. You're in your fighting position, boom, right here. Right here. Pulling it hard. Then let go of it. Where do I want to put my face?
In his nose, in his ear. Put your nose in his ear.
Right there.
Blow your snot in his ear.
Once again, do I have an angle on me? Yes, I've got an angle. I'm shoulder to shoulder. I'm just below this muscle where I can control it.
Why?
All right? Now, the second way to get an underhook.
What?
This is my favorite. This is the one that you're going to get.
I've already called in.
You can get an underhook anytime you want to out of this. Every time a guy's going to reach to grab you. Now, when he reaches to grab you, whether it's on my head or on my arm, whatever, I'm going to take my opposite hand. Okay? And I'm going to knock it out. Okay? I'm just coming here. Here. He ties on my head. It's here. He ties the other hand. This hand. Here. Notice, when he does that, notice see the opening it creates? Right here is my underhook. Ties on my head. Boom. Right there's my opening. Once again, the hand I'm going underhook with, that foot steps. And in this case, I'm going to step between the legs. Right here, I'm going to get the hip position on him. Alright? He ties on the other side. I'm going to knock out here and step between the legs. Now, this isn't how you're going to react in a match, so don't do it. Just clamp down on his arm like you would in a match. Don't keep your arm up there. Clamp on him like you would in a match. Okay? Ties the other side. Here. Boom. Right there. And guys, this is unstoppable just about. They know, even if they know it, they're going to reach sooner or later. Now when they do it, opposite hand, right there. Okay? So he grabs on this side of his body, he takes the opposite hand, he takes under it. Here, take your time, don't go spaz on me. Right there. Here.
Bringing it down about spazzing.
Take your time. There. Good. Here. Good. Here. Good.
Nose in his ear.
You're not grabbing it. You're not grabbing his arm. You're just knocking it out. Boom. I'm just popping it out, then bring my elbow back to my side. Here. Pop out, elbow back to my side. Other side. Pop out, elbow back to my side. Here. Pop out, elbow back to my side. Here. Boom. Right in there. Okay, so we've got this. Right hand underhook. I'm going to pull the head away. Here. Step. Boom. Right there. Get my angle. Then the other one, he comes right there, pop out, boom, right there. Step in between. Okay?
Hips underneath his hips.
Let's go work it. 2-2 exchange. This is a great time. You got to be able to get out of it. People will do it to you. Here's what you've got. Guy gets an underhook on you. Now, obviously, I don't want to circle into the underhook. That's not a good thing. I want to circle away from it and get away from it. So now, my free hand. Y'all ever seen those karate movies where the guy goes, oh, and he reaches right through the guy's chest and pulls his heart out and shows it to him? That's what you want to do. You want to jump start his heart. And by doing it, you're going to go, boom, right here. And what that does is, I'm going to post him. I'm going to put the hilt of my hand right through his sternum. Boom. Okay? Now what that does is, when I get my arm up, it keeps him from being able to drop down on my leg. If I used to do this, he'd just drop right into a single leg. Okay? But if I do this, now when he tries to drop, I keep him away from him. So that's our post. It keeps him off of our legs. Okay? Now at the same time, I'm coming here, I'm going to do this. Everybody see where the ceiling and the wall meet? Up there? You want to act like you're trying to give somebody a high five. Come over here. Hold your hand up. Right? High five, right there. You got to get a little bit lower. No, not that tall. Right here. Good. Right there. High five. Now the reason you want to do that is because you want your elbow to clear his shoulder. Okay? If I just straighten my arm out and then pull back down and I'm having to clear his shoulder, I'm not going to get out. But if I come here, see my elbow went over his shoulder, now when I pull it back down, I can clear it. Act like you got a knife and trying to cut his throat. Okay?
OJ!
Right now you just grab his heart. Now you're right here and you're going to cut his throat right there.
You want me an OJ Simpson? I shouldn't say that, should I?
Okay? Here.
Wake up, Andrew.
Now,
Smile, baby.
Here, I'm gonna straighten my arm out. As I come here, boom.
Who?
Boom. Now,
What?
if
Who
you
made
get
you
good at
mad?
this, now we're not trying to give him a punch or anything. But what's what happens is, if I just straighten my arm out real hard, what's he said?
Who's that?
And I'm not doing
Von
this.
Cletus?
Here, all I'm doing is straighten my arm out.
I'll kill him.
I'll
kill him. I'll kill him.
Okay?
He's dead.
Straighten your arm out. Now do it together. Boom. 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 And then when you do that,
I'll kill him. I'll kill him.
now all I want you to do is that right there. Give me an underhook.
Hey,
I want you to take it here
but listen.
and take his arm and fully straighten it.
Don't let it get to you.
See that ball where the wall is on me.
You come tell me and I'll kick his ass.
Boom. All right, go work on it. And then go to the
Instead of
other
him
side.
sitting here pouting at me, come tell me. I'm going to wring his butt out.
It's already dark.
We got the first step. He gets an underhook. We're blocking. We're coming here. Now, that's not the whole thing. Now, we want to circle away from the underhook. Once again, we don't want to come here and back up. We're going to get hit for stalling if we keep doing that. You've either got to circle or go forward. In this case, we're circling. Here, here. Now, I circle, and I pull my elbow back into my ribs. The underhook's the other side. Post, right here. Circle, square up this side. Here, boom, square up. Notice, every time my elbow is clearing the shoulder. Right here, boom, elbow is clearing the shoulder. Here, elbow is clearing the shoulder. I'm staying in a good stance. My elbow's coming in tight to my side. Here, tight to my side. Here, tight to my side. Here, tight to my side. Boom. Right in there. Okay? So circle away. He's here, boom. Here, circle away from him. Here, boom. Circle away from him. Here, circle away. Let's work it. Go, 2-2 exchange. Who's going? You gotta love it. And here's the deal. If you go against a guy that's pretty well coached, like when Northwest Whitfield comes to y'all's tournament, that's where I used to coach it. Those guys are hammers. You're gonna love watching them wrestle. They try to abuse people. But anyway, now, here's the thing. If you go against one of them or they go against you, here's what should happen. As soon as I get an underhook, what should you be doing? Clear it out. And now I never have a chance to use it. So when you get an underhook against a good wrestler, as soon as you get it, you better use it. Don't waste any time. You get the tie, right now you finish. Now, the first one, he ties on my head. Tie here. He ties on my head. Okay? I'm going to pop the elbow out. Boom. Where do I step with my right leg? Between, and I come underhook. Now we're going to go to what we call a knee pick. Okay? Which means I pick the knee. Right there. Chop it. Alright? Now, the trick is, I can't get in here, down my head. I can't get in here and go, okay, now what am I going to do? I'll go knee pick. By the time I do that, he's already cleared out on me, and I've got nothing out of it. So here's what I do. He ties. I'm going to pop out. I step. Now, as soon as I get to here, right now, my arm is taking all his weight off this leg, and I'm starting to push it on that one by doing this. Okay? So as soon as I get here, I'm not going to come and go here. I'm going to come here and there. Now, as I do it, this leg between. Now, as I do this, I'm going to come here, and I'm just going to run right through the man. Okay? Because you'll go get some guys that have some pretty good balance. And if you just come here and go here, here, and here, and he's got his balance, and then he takes his leg back, you've got nothing. So when you come here and step, right now you go to here, you just got to run with it. When he falls, you can go down with him. If he doesn't fall, y'all go in the bleachers, or until you hear a whistle. Okay? So he ties right here. Boom, 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 and I run. If he falls, notice, my leg going between his legs gave me the position to be out here on this side. I don't want to end up landing on him like this, here, getting racked, him getting racked, or over here on this side where he's rolling away. I want to be on the opposite side of his body. I want to be on the opposite side of my underhook. And guys, this move's nice. You get big points out of it. A lot of views and eyes from the crowd. Might even get a few phone numbers or something. So here, boom, boom, here. Right into there. Okay? I put on the brakes before I come in here. My chest and head, once again, are high. Never let your head touch the mat. I got a right hand underhook. I'm on the left hand side of his body. If I got a left hand underhook, I'm on the right hand side of his body. Okay? Again. I'm here, he ties. Boom. As I do it, here. I step. Key thing. Step between the legs and it'll help you be on the right side of the body. Here. Here. Drive. Boom, boom, boom. Right there. Head and chest stay high.
You like it?
Okay? Notice my head is also opposite my underhook. It starts out here, here, but my head now is coming across the opposite side. Here, my feet walk, right into here. Okay? This is a real good move. Now take it slow going through it first. And then as you get better at it, you increase the speed. But if you don't ever learn it right, you're never going to get any use out of it. Again, it's there, here, boop, boop. And right mean, we're chopping,
See how that leg?
smacking. I mean, his leg should be the same color as his shorts. Here, now notice my head doesn't come down. My head stays up right now. Now here's what a bunch of you will do. What am I doing wrong? Well, what am I doing? What is this right arm not doing? Pushing. Where's all his weight?
Right there.
It's leaning into me. Now where's all of his weight? It's going away. So you got to be sure when you come to here, you do that with your arm. Throw your arm. Okay? He ties right here. Just boop, boop. Right there, run him over. Sit the hip through. Okay? Now, hopefully you'll all do it right. But if this happens to you, you come here, and you drive, and he turns and face turns the other way. He rotates his hips the other way, this way. And your head comes to here. What have I got to change off to? A double leg. Then I drive him back across and go. Okay? Everybody got it? Let's work on it.
Do that again. Do that again.
One more time.
Now remember,
Give me a video room.
if I'm facing that wall right there on this move, I want to go in that direction. Okay? This is one move to where you don't want to get an underhook and then get an angle on him and then try to go knee pick. This is one move where we're going straight that way. He ties. I come here. I step. Now look, I'm still going that direction. I'm going right through him. Right there. There is no angle. I'm running right through the man. Okay? Again. He's here. I'm going that way. I step, boom, boom, right in there. Okay? So go straight through the man. No angles. Work it. Let's go.
Hurry, guys.
It's a move, but we use it more as a drill than anything to help you to kneecap. You know, you can get it on some guys. A good guy, you're not really going to get this a lot on, but it's a good drill to help you feel what you need to feel like. And what we do is we have 40 guys down on the head. Now all we're going to do, everybody do this, make a V. Right there. Just call it a V pose. Now, all I'm going to do is I'm going to come here, and I'm just going to take my opposite hand, and I'm going to go to the knee. Now notice, I take that V and I push it. I push his hand across his body. Across the body. So he comes here, I'm going to step, boom, right in there, and I drive. Right there. He ties on the other side. I come here, I swat. Now, this hand goes to the knee, boom, right there, and I drive across.
He's way ahead of me. What time is it? It's only 10:30.
Okay, he ties on my head. I come here, I post. Everybody see that? Right here, above the elbow, not up here on the forearm, above the elbow. Now, as I do that, I'm going to step here, and I'm going to drive, pushing his body right here. I'm just going to drive it right there. He ties on the other side. I'm going to come here, right here. I'm going to step and hit. Right there. And what that does is it gives you that feel of when you get your underhook, throwing it through. Okay?
You and Brent swap. Let him beat on Brent a while.
Okay? He ties on my head. I'm here. I'm going to push. I'm going to look that way. I'm going to drive that way. Boom. Right there. And it gives you that feel putting the weight here. Now, once again, I'm not going to take his arm and just throw it. I'm going to constantly hang on to it. It's just a push. I'm clamping. I come here. Boom. Right there. It puts all his weight over that knee. I drive, drive, drive. Other side. I come here. I post. Here. Boom. And drive him through. Okay? So it's here. Post and walk your feet and push. Here. Post. Knee. Walk your feet and push. Key points. Keep your feet moving and keep this arm steadily going. Once again, I'm not doing this. I'm not going right there and throwing his arm.
That's a honey hunt move.
It's a steady pressure
All right,
move.
honey, you throw it with me.
It's here. Take your time. Let's go with it. You're not just going to go in one motion and throw it across the mat. Here. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. Let's go work on it. Just a bit.
We all did. I even got whipped on
For
last
you guys who are quick, or you guys who have very long arms, which you, Mr. Long Arms here. A bunch of you guys are quick or have long arms, this is perfect for you. Now,
What if you quick and short on
What's
it?
called just a reach release double. It's just a reach release double. Now remember, anytime you're taking a penetration step, the most important thing you can do, first of all, is have a setup. Second of all, lower your level. Don't just come in here and shoot like, you're not going to come in here and shoot on somebody like this. You're going to get killed. Or you're not going to sit here and do the airplane dive where you go here. That's not good either. What you want to do is lower your level right here. Now, penetrate. Okay? Lower your level, penetrate. And if you can keep from going to your knees, that's even better. If you have to go to your knee, be sure as soon as it hits, act like there's broken glass all over the mat. And you go to your knee, out. Come on up. Don't waste time with your knees on the mat. That's a bad thing. Okay?
What you try to get him to do, right?
Now, reach release.
Yep.
If he's in a good stance, all right, notice, there's not a whole lot of room in here for me to keep my head, is there? So I got to make space, which means I got to get a setup where I can get some openings in here, between the arms, because I want to get my head somewhere in here. Now, if I'm a right leg lead, I'm going to step between the legs with my right leg, and I'm going to have my right ear on his hip. If I'm a left leg lead, I'm going to set my left leg between his legs, and I'm going to have my left ear on his hip. Everybody follow me so far? Right leg, right ear on the hip. Left leg, left ear on the hip. Right leg between the legs, left leg between the legs. Now, all I've got to do is get me an opening, and I'm set. Now, a reach release. I know for a fact, there is no doubt in my mind, it doesn't matter if it's in elementary or if it's in the Olympics. If I do this, well, not in the Olympics, or rugby color, right? That's not going to happen. I'll take that back. I know in high school down, and it's a bad college wrestler, if I do that, he's going to grab my arm. When I come here, he grabs my arm. Now what have I got? An opening. That's the reason it's real important when you do stance drills and stuff. You're in a stance, you got your lead leg covered, and this hand here, and he reaches for you. Reach over here. You don't grab his arm. You just come right here and you get contact. Now, once you make contact with him, now you can come up here. Because once a person finds out that when he touches you, you raise your arm up, what's open? Your legs. Now, if I get in here and he touches me a few times, and I make contact with him, now I can come up here. But until that point happens, I do not ever want to do this. He reaches, and I come here. I don't ever want to do this. Reaches my little leg in.
Get him to turn this way.
Okay? Because as soon as I reach, he's going to shoot on me.
Get him to turn
That's
this
the
way.
reason if I'm a right leg lead, I keep this right hand
Mike,
here.
face this way.
I keep this right hand here. Now, if he shoots on me, shoot on me. Right there, I've got an underhook. I've got something between him and my leg. Okay? So that's rule number one. Now, going back to the move. I know when I do that, be a good drill partner. Have that stretch. Touch me, reaches. Now, that's my setup. I know it. He's going to do it. Now, you don't have to sit here and hang on to his arm and say, oh, now you're ready, now I can do the move. You know he's going to grab it. So you just come here. Boom, boom. I come here and I pull my elbow right back into my wrist. I'm just touching and releasing. Touch, reach, release. Reach, release. Reach, release. And most of the times, he won't even have a chance to grab your arm. He'll touch and he'll be going. And then you'll be in on him. Okay? So, remember, I reach and I release and lower. Notice what happened to his weight? It went forward because he was expecting a balance game. He went to reach and expected me to be there, and he just fell right over into me. Okay? So here, I reach, release, and I lower. Now, that gave me my opening right here. Now, if I keep my arm up here like this, I'm going to get caught in an underhook and a bunch of mess. So when I reach, release, and lower, look where my elbow goes, right in my ribs. Here, I'm here, but boom, right here. Now there's no chance of an underhook. I lowered by squatting. Look at my chest. I got shoulder knee alignment. My head's up. You don't see me doing this. This is not good because where am I looking? Down. Where am I going? Down.
That's airplane. We don't airplane.
Where am I looking?
Up.
Straight, and I can see the lights. So where am I going to be going? In and up. I got a good position. So keep your head up. Now, I'm going to reach, release, lower my level. I'm here. Reach, release, lower my level, and then penetrate here. Notice my hand came to the knee. Where's my right ear at?
Inside.
On his hip. Okay? It's right here on his hip, right in this area. What is my chest and my hips tight to? His leg. I'm here tight to his body. You don't see me like this. I'm not tight now. He sprawls.
That's bad. How you change it to
That's bad. I'm in here, get back up.
slide under
I'm in here, he sprawls.
to there. That's good.
There's not a whole lot he can do.
But if you get your
Now,
hips back,
every time you get a double leg, stand
then
up.
slide under and get back.
Be sure both hands go behind the knees. All right? Now, the reason is, where's the strongest part of his body in his leg area? You're down. Hamstrings and butt. Okay? They're the biggest around, and they're the strongest. That's the power of his body. If I'm up here like this, and he sprawls on me, well, pushing my head and sprawls on me.
Pushes my head.
Right there, I'm in bad shape. Okay? Not good. So I want to grab him where there's no muscle, and the skinniest part of his leg, right here on his knees. Now when he goes to sprawl, he can't get his legs down. He has no power if you attack the knees. You attack up on his butt and his hamstrings, he's got all this power. He's going to beat you up. He's going to sit there, it's like you're on your knees, he's going to go bang, bang. He's going to beat you to death with his hips. Okay? So when you get in here, behind the knees and here. Now we're going to do a little drill before we even do a wrist release double. You're going to get in this position right here. Shoulder knee alignment. Notice, shoulder knees in a line. You want to keep it there. This outside leg's up. You want to keep it there. You never want this knee to touch the mat. You do that and start getting extended. So I'm going to get right in here. My whole body is tight to his body. Now lean over here a little bit. Right there. He leans into me a little bit, gives me a little hip pressure. Now what he's going to do, he's going to try to circle to his left. To his left and try to get separation. Circle. Notice. Well, say that. Who's got some balance in here? I got balance.
He's been a wuss.
Now, notice. I move with this knee only. This knee stays up. All I'm doing, I'm just standing here. As he moves, I'm staying tight to him. No matter what he does, I'm keeping my chest tight by knee sliding and staying tight to his body. If I don't knee slide, sprawl. I'm going to end up like this. Okay? So I've got to be here, and he starts sprawling. Boom. Right here. Where's my head staying? Up. Where are my hands staying? Behind his knees. I'm staying tight to his body by moving this knee. This knee never touches what? The ground. Let's go work on it. It's called a crab drill.
Left side. Hey.
Hey! You want zero separation between your chest, stomach, and hips from his legs. If there's any separation at all, you're going to get hammered. You have got to keep everything tight to your body. Act like you're super glued to each other. Keep your head up. If you have to, look at the ceiling the entire time. Let's work it. Let's go.
And knees.
Coach Newman videotaping? You gotta zoom in, Coach Newman.
Now,
When you get to
Watch out, guys.
now we're going to do the full move off the reach release. Now we know the position we want to end up in. Right in there tight. Now we got to get motion. Okay? Now I'm going to reach and release. Okay?
That's okay in this sport.
Notice my level drop. Okay? You got to drop your level. Don't ever do the old airplane or crashing and burning thing here. Don't do it. Here. Reach, squat. Reach, squat. And then penetrate. Squat and then penetrate with your head and chest high. Alright? So I'm going to reach, release right here. Now I penetrate. Boom! Right in here. Notice with my head and hips high, where's his weight at now? It went right up to his what? Is he on his foot or on his tiptoes?
Tiptoes.
Because when I penetrate, I lowered, and when I lowered my level, when I came in, the only place it came was for me to come up. The trail leg comes up here. Now, all I'm going to do, when this trail leg comes up, I'm going to push off of it. I'm staying at the knee. I'm going to look across his back. Okay, this is called a bump across. I'm looking across his back. Because look what happens even if I don't use my hands. By using my good head position, if I just look across his back, watch what happens to his body. Boom, boom. Just by using good head position. Then you add your hands to it, now you got a lot of stuff going. So you're here, wrist release on my level, boom, right here. Now trail leg comes up. I push here. Now watch. I'm not going to step up to here. I'm going to step this foot up outside of his other leg. So when I step, look where my foot comes. Here, boom. What does that do to his weight? It shifts it that way. Now if I add that to looking across, I've got it. Now I want you to see something else. When I come to here, and this trail leg comes up, I want this toe to point in the direction I want to go. So I'm here, I just got to here, trail leg comes up, I push. Once again, it doesn't come here, it comes over there somewhere. Here, boom, I look, and I step, and I pull this leg to me. Here, boom, boom. Where's my toe pointing? The direction I'm going. Okay, again, I'm here, I reach, I release, I lower, penetrate. Chest came up and in, my hips came in. Did y'all see that? That's the difference between a good wrestler and a bad wrestler. Bad wrestler will come here, he'll lower his level, he'll shoot, and he'll come to here. A good wrestler, when he lowers his level, he steps, his hips come in, and his chest comes up. Trail leg comes up, push. This leg steps across, I look across. Boom. Here.
Bring the thunder.
Bump across. Again.
Or some people call it cutting the corner, like we was trying to learn the other day.
Here, I reach, release. Here.
Right, Drew?
Reach, release, I lower my level. Boom, boom. Now, I penetrate here, hand behind the knee. Trail leg comes up. Now, do I want my leg to come up between his legs?
No.
I want to step outside, and actually my knee's going to block his knee. I'm looking hard across his body. I'm chopping here, and I'm lifting here. So lift, chop, push, step, look, and I'm going to throw his feet to the ceiling. Right here. And I'm going to drive my shoulder through his gut. Boom.
Brand,
Now,
be subject
notice,
so you don't keep getting.
I did not do this. Y'all see how you go to my hip? This is terrible.
Short guys like short
When
guys.
you hit, the only thing that should be on the mat
Short people.
is your shoulder through his gut. You should be here. Notice, the only thing on the mat is my toes. My shoulders in here, and my hips, I don't turn them like this. My hips are square to the mat. Okay? That way, if he tries to switch me or something, try to switch. Switch me.
He forgot a switch. We don't teach that stuff over here, but he
Try to
forgot.
switch to the other end. If he tries to switch me or something, now all I have to do is run my hips to his head. And he's down, I can cover. So you got to keep your hips square to the mat. Again. Here. I'm going to reach, release, lower my level. Boop. Right there. Elbow into the side. Step. My hips came in. Trail leg comes up. I'm here. I'm looking across. I'm stepping across. And I'm throwing his feet to the ceiling. Here. So I'm here. Boom. 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 Right there. I'm up on my toes. He tries to turn into me. My gut's through his shoulder. My shoulder through his gut. Right here. And I'm driving. Look at my feet. I'm putting some pressure down in his gut. I'm hanging on his bottom leg. Do not let go of this.
Making it hurt.
Okay? Again.
Making it hurt, ain't he, honey?
Feels scared.
Once again, you start laying on him hard, taking his breath away. Now he's really getting tired. Okay? Here, reach, release, lower. Penetrate. Head explodes up. Trail leg comes up. I push. I lift. I chop. I step across. I look across. Boom. Boom. Right here, shoulder up and on him high.
All right, notice one thing, guys. This is not a slam because what hit the mat first? His butt. If you let his upper body hit the mat first, they may call it. But if you control it to where his butt hits the mat, it's not a slam. Okay? Now, some of you that don't try to do it to make it a slam. You do it to where it's legal.
Now, this is a good way to drill it. Another good way to drill it, once you get good at it, not right now, but once you get good at it, to make sure you get those feet in the air, really sweep those legs, is you'll have a guy do it, and when you do it, the guy cartwheels out of it. Now, if you can do it to where the guys can cartwheel out of it, you're doing it pretty good. Can you do a cartwheel? Is that so? So after you get good at this, not today, after you get good at it, you can start just, when we say...
Y'all guys back up some.
When we say bump across drill, you can start in here. You can do a little drill where you start in here, bring your trail leg up, Step across, look across, throw his feet to the ceiling, make a cartwheel. So here, boom. Right there out of it. And then make sure you get it sweep with the legs. As you're stepping and looking, you're sweeping. Here. Stepping, looking, sweeping. Okay? Again. Raise your release. Boom. Lower my level. Head, shoulder, knee alignment, heads up. Explode into it. Boom. Right there. Trail leg comes up. Look across. Step across. Throw his feet to the ceiling. Boom. Well, I was doing the move. As a matter of fact, if y'all look at Sports Illustrated this month, there's a shot from the World Championships where the guy from the Ukraine is wrestling a guy from Russia. He shoots in, and he goes to hit his bump across, and the Russian cartwheels out of it and actually gets the takedown. So, hey.
So Honey Hunt learned something.
Okay? A great article in Sports Illustrated if y'all want to get that. So, it's here. Lower the level, release. Again, reach, release, lower the level. Penetrate. Here, down, and forward. Okay? That's about everything we do. We're here, we're pulling that weight down and forward. We're here, we're pulling this weight down and forward. Okay? Now, we're going to work on what we call an elbow pass. And if you're just in here fighting for position, both of us are trying to fight inside side, both of them here working it, there's a great opportunity. When he comes inside, see how he's pulling his elbow down and across? I'm trying to take his elbow across to his opposite knee. Now, also, I'm pulling his weight straight down. Okay, so it takes his weight across, and what have I got right now? I've got an angle. Okay? So we're in here, we're just fighting, just practice real slow, we're here fighting. He comes inside, boom. I just pass it. Notice when I pass it, I got me a little angle, a hop step here. Alright? Now, when you do this, you want to put your ear right here on his arm, or right here in his armpit. Head up. Okay? Just fighting. Here, inside, boom, right there. Ear here. Now, what we can do off this is we go to the knee. Now, this is a lot like this. You guys up on my head.
Where's the new
here? It's a lot like this. Except, I'm coming here now. He comes inside, boom. Now, I'm here. Now, all I'm going to do is I got the knee, I'll change to this knee, and the thing is, I'm just going to walk my legs. I'm just going to go bump across here and here. Boom, right there, and bump him across. Okay? So do the same thing. We're just here fighting, nice and slow. He comes inside, I elbow pass, my ears here tight to him. Now the trick is, I'm not going to just let go of his arm here. I'm not going to let go and come to here. I'm hanging on the arm, I'm going to the knee. So this hand's to his knee, I'm taking his elbow to his knee. My head's here. Don't let there be any distance here. You want to have your head pushing on him. Have your head pushing on him. So here, nice and slow, boom. Now the trick is, you got to pass his elbow before he grabs you. Because if he grabs you, now you're trying to get it in, it's not going to work. So you have to come here, boom. Anticipate. Here in the armpit, here, now. As I start driving, now I can let go of the elbow and come to my double leg and bump it across to here. Okay? And once again, once you get him going, you push the head against his body and the short, choppy steps until you get his legs up. Okay? Nice and slow. Boom. Boom. Right here. Look how deep I am. I've got an angle. Come to the knee. Here. Here. And right. Up on my toes.
Watkins, get out of the way so you don't hurt somebody, son.
Once again, I'm hanging on the bottom of the knee.
Watkins, be able to get up and move in case you come towards
Right
you.
now, here's all I want us doing. We're just fighting inside. Here, 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 here. Comes the top. Boom. Right there. All I'm doing is I'm pushing the elbow down. I'm hop stepping to the side. Boom. Here. Here. Boom. Pull the elbow down to here. Here.
Listen, don't give me a video angle.
What you're going to notice, when, like for instance, when I do a backhand go behind, I got all the way down. When I take this hand here, I've got the arm blocked. I can go to the butt now.
Give me a video angle.
Now, when I do this, come here. Now, watch something. We're in here, we're going nice and slow, fighting position. Here we go. Now anticipating coming in. Boom. Now once I get my head to his armpits and my hand to the knee, do I have to hang on to his elbow anymore? No. No, because now my head is blocking his elbow. Now if I was up here, and now I have to keep the elbow to keep it from coming back. But once I get to here, I've got his elbow blocked. Now I can go straight double. I can let go of the elbow, come straight double. And the key thing is, I never let my head come off of his body. If I ever do this, he can square up to me again. Okay? But if I keep here, boom, as long as I've got this position, I can keep driving and take it right on over. Okay? So we're here fighting. Boom, 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 boom. Right there. I got my angle. I've got my angle on him. My head's in good position. Boom. Right here. I go to the knee. At this point, I can let go. Come to here. You say short, choppy steps. Boom, boom, boom. And crush it. Okay? So once we get into there, he comes inside. Boom. I got my ankle, head position, knee. I can right now keep driving and change off to my double. Everybody understand that? Yeah. It's a great setup. Another thing is, everybody remember this?
Use Brand. I'm still worried about his shoulder.
Okay.
Brand, get up there. Brand, don't be bashful.
Everybody notice this? Okay. I've got my cross wrist tie. Same thing here. What happens if I come to this position? Boom. Am I in the same position? Yeah. I'm here.
Blue cooler,
I change up. Boom. Same position. So I can do this from a lot of positions. Let's say I've got this right here. He goes to, hang on. Let's say I've got an inside wrist tie. He grabs my wrist. What have I got right here? So anytime you grab something, and they're grabbing across your body, and I've got a free hand, all I got to do is come right here. Have y'all worked any on inside wrist ties? You know, just grabbing the wrist, but instead of grabbing it with my fingers on the outside, I grab it with my fingers on the inside.
We've done it some, but not much.
Once again, I'm here, I'm pulling down. He goes to grab, he's grabbing across my body. There it is. Elbow, pass it. And drive and drive and drive.
Be able to jump up so you don't get fallen on, son. Like lavender.
If they got a cross wrist on you, once again, there it is. Put the weight down, boom, right there. I've got it. Anytime you've got an angle on that elbow, no matter what he's got, if it's like that, or you're right here, he grabs your wrist, anytime you've got an angle, he's grabbing across your body, all you have to do is come to the elbow, pull it down, side step, here in the armpit, knee, and go with it. I can even have a Russian tie. I'm here. Right now, I take my head to the outside and drop it down, same position. So you can get this position from a lot of different areas. Okay? I grab wrist, he grabs my wrist, boom. I'm right in there on it. So it's just a matter of getting you an angle. It helps you get an angle. And putting his hand in the mat. If you get good at this, you can be in here fighting position, boom, here. All of a sudden he comes in right there. If you can get real good at this down pressure, you can put him right here. Also, he tries to square up to you. You're right here. Now what can I go to? I can go single leg, here. Because he's taking all of his pressure trying to square up to you. So this elbow pass and the down pressure is really good. Now, you've got to get really good at knowing when he comes inside to be able to do that. So you're going to get it most of the time when he starts grabbing the wrist and stuff like that. Now, let's say we're fighting position, he gets inside. I try to do what I can, he's got me. So look what I do. Opposite hand comes to the wrist. Now, I'm going to pull him into me. And if I pull it into me, what that does is it clears his arm. Okay? If he grabs my arm in there, and I want to clear it, all I've got to do is push my shoulder in and pull his elbow to me. Boom. Right there. Okay? Shoulder in, pull the elbow in. Boom. I've cleared it. There.
It's little bitty
He's
things
in
that
here
makes
tight.
the difference.
I can't post him down. So look what I do. I take my opposite hand, go thumb on the bottom, I pull it here. Now, watch what I do. I step back with my body. I don't take my feet back. You can take your back foot back if you want to, but don't move the near foot. Here, boom. Now, once I get in here, what have I got again? It's my elbow pass. On this side. He ties, I can't get it. I come here, I step back, clearing that arm, boom. I just move my upper body back. I don't move here. Right here. Now, let me ask you a question. When I come to here, what can he do to me? Can he go push me here? Yeah. Okay, so you got to watch out for that, too. All right? You're in here fighting. Next thing you know, I come here. I come inside, he goes, I'm here. He grabs that cross grip, trying to put me out. Right here, boom. I'm all over him now. So this can kind of be a little, you play a little game with it. Okay? So, you've got, we're fighting position. He comes inside, boom, right there. Or he comes inside, he locks on me, boom, here. Now, once I get to here, I can let go of the wrist, and I'm right back to this. Boom. Now, driving down. Okay? And we're always ending up in the single leg. So just practice on getting this motion. We're here. Just practice on hand fighting. Stuff right here. Boom, boom. Right there. Getting that angle. Or coming in here, getting the cross wrist. And then, boom. Get your angle. Okay? Let's just work on that. Go.
All right, 1 second, Mike. Let me make a point here, if you don't mind. All right, guys.
Inside tie on you. You grab his elbow. All we're going to do is take the hands free, reach across. Notice my thumb goes underneath his wrist. My fingers go on top. I'm going to take a step back, boom, and clear it. He's got here, get that thumb in there where I really can't. Okay, here, and boom. I'm going to pull it back. If he got it tight, you have to clear it. Boom, and clear it. Notice I get it across his body. Which hand do I let go with? The wrist or the elbow? The wrist.
I hate to see a grown man cry.
Notice where my face is. My face is in his hip.
Don't it hurt?
My hand's on his knee. Now I drive, and as I drive, I change up to my double leg, and I'm right in there. Okay? And you get really good at this. It's a big takedown. It's really good. We got a little ninth grader that's going to be awesome with this. All he does is sits there. They come inside on him. Boom. He's coming here. Boom. Shoot. Right in there, and he kills people. Okay? So work on it. Here, it comes inside. We're going to come here. Roll the hand over. Split step here. Between here, and here. Right on through it. Let's work it. 2-2 exchange.
All right, circle and watch. Give me video room.
All right, guys. Now this elbow pass is pretty good stuff once you learn how to do it. All it is just getting an angle on somebody. You see their elbow or a straight arm hanging out there, and you get your hand on it on the outside. Heck, get it, put it in the mat, and circle to that side. It's just a real good drill. Anytime somebody reaches for you, if they reach down, like hand fight with you, all you have to do is you can just come here, like an arm drag. If you can just come here and work on it, reaches with that hand, boom, work on it, you can get real good at just that. There's a guy, the world champion, and all he does is he just stands right here, and he just waits till people reach for him. And when they reach for him, he just comes right here, boom, right there, and drives. Comes here, they reach that other hand, he just right there and drives. That's all he does. He just gets good angles on the elbows. All right, next thing we're going to do, we're just going to go over our front headlock series. Okay? We're going to go over our front headlock series. I want one man to get on his hands and knees. The other man, you're going to put your hands right here on his shoulders. Just right here. Now, if your right leg lead, you want to put your right hand on his chin, your left hand to his elbow, and your head on your trail leg side. So you want to attack the trail leg side. Because remember, when you're in stance, you always circle your trail leg side. So, what I want him doing, I want him crawling into me. When he crawls into me, right now, I'm going to get an angle by stepping to my trail leg side and getting my proper position. Now here's the proper position. You want your fingertips to where they can barely touch his chin. Barely touch his chin. In other words, right here. Okay? Because what's that do with my elbow? See how high it gets it? What's the counter to a front headlock? Dragging out. Alright? So he wants to try to get this hand up on my elbow. So if I come here and I've got my arm down here like this, he can grab it, can't he? Pretty simple. Y'all see that? Turns out. If I grab right here, he can reach across and grab my elbow pretty easily. Now if I've got my fingers barely on his chin and my elbow stuck to my ribs, here's the thing. Elbow stuck to your ribs, fingertips barely on his chin. Here. Now try to reach up and grab it. He can't get it. Okay? He can't do it.
One other thing, notice his elbow is close to his side, where the guy can't peek out.
If my elbow's out here and you get your head through, get your head through.
Arm spin.
I'm going.
Arm spin.
He's got me. Okay? Well, not necessarily.
Bring. You can need the arm spin deal.
Yeah. Okay? So, you've got to keep your elbow glued to your ribs. You can't let there be any distance between your ribs and that. So you're here. Your shoulder is in the back of his neck. Right here. And my fingertips are barely on his chin. This hand goes to his elbow. Now, everybody, see where this bony part of your elbow is right here? You want your palm, you want that bony part right in the center of your palm. You don't want to be above it, you don't want to be below it, you want that bony part right there in your elbow. And then you want to wrap your fingers.
12 years old, probably 20 years old.
You want to wrap your fingers right up there on his bicep and turn his arm inside out.
20 times.
Everybody get over on this side where you can see.
They will learn something new every time they watch it. If they look real closely at it.
You want to grab right here on this.
Give me video room, Early.
Look what I'm doing. I'm grabbing all the way through on his elbow, and I'm turning his arm inside out, right here. I'm not just pulling it straight up. I'm here, and I'm rotating his arm out. Okay? Bony part right there in my wrist. So if he's there, I'm grabbing here. Put your hand on the mat. I'm grabbing here, wrapping my fingers, and rotating out. And I'm pulling it to my chest. Okay? Makes it real uncomfortable for him. So don't just grab the elbow and pull it to your chest. That's a lot of pressure too. But if you rotate it here and to your chest, that's big time. Now, if my right hand's on the chin, notice which knee's down. My right. Alright? The one that's closest to his butt, I'm keeping that knee up. So I'm here, elbow tight, grabbing the chin, here on the elbow, rotate with my chest. Now, the most important part of the entire move, you've got to get an angle. And when I say you've got to get an angle, you have got to get your head to where the back of your head is on his sternum or the back of your head is on his chin. Now, what that does is, when I get my head in here, the reason I'm grabbing his arm is so he can't reach up and grab my leg. Okay? If I'm sitting here and I'm trying to circle around him like this, he can reach up and grab my leg. So I take and keep his arm tight to my chest, right here. Now he can't reach it because I got pressure. Now once I get my head rolled, once again, I don't have to hang on to his arm because now my head's got it blocked. All right, now notice, where's my elbow? I'm trying to keep it tight to my ribs, right? So look where his head's going. Right now I am taking his chin and I'm taking my elbow.
Jason.
I'm taking my elbow and cranking his chin into his chest. I'm cranking his chin into his chest. Very uncomfortable feeling. Okay? So I'm here. Boom! Right there. Get up. I'm here. I'm taking my rib, keeping it tight to my chest so I can crank it down. And when I crank it down, it takes his head down. I get my head position. Notice, this knee's down. The one knee closest to his butt is up. Now, notice, I've got to pull down on his head, but I'm going to raise up with my head. That puts a lot of pressure on his ribs. I'm right here driving. That's a lot of pressure. Okay? A lot of pressure. And then all I'm going to do is come around, grab his far hip, circle, circle, circle. Once I cover, now I can pull my head out. Do not pull your head out until you cover a leg. Do not do it. So here's the drill. Get up on all fours. I'll do one. Here's the drill. Hands on his shoulders. He crawls into you. Most important thing you can do is get a what? Angle. So as right here as he's crawling into me, I'm going to circle to my trail leg side, and I'm going to snap my hand into the chin, this hand into the armpit. So right here, cross, boom, right there. I've got my angle. I'm here, cranking down his head into the mat. My head is tucked all the way under, where my back of my head is on his sternum, and my outside leg's up and your leg's down. Now I've got his head blocked, so do I have to hang on the elbow anymore? No. So now we're going to do what we call a head around. We let go of the elbow, we're going to go to the far hip. Now once again, I'm pulling down on his head, and I'm going up with my head. And I'm just going to drive right here. And I'm just going to circle behind, circle behind. When I cover the leg, now I can pop my head out. 2-point takedown. Very effective, because people are going to take sorry shots. Here's where you're going to see it the most. And the reason we do it like this off the knees. You're going to be in here wrestling, you're going to be banging on people, you're going to take a shot. Boom. He's going to go all the way to his knees. You're going to stop him, and you're going to end up doing this to him. Take a good shot. Just take a good hard shot. Boom. Right here. You're going to get your angle. There. Head around. Then you can let him go. You come back out here, he comes back up. Boom. You're right back on him again. Snap it out. Front headlock, you can take him down on 15 pounds in about 2 minutes. The match is over. Very good takedown. Once again, on all fours. Crawls into you. Boom, 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 boom. Boom. Right there. Get my angle. Be sure I keep my rib tight to my head. And stop right here. Once you get your head under, tell him to try to reach up and grab your elbow with the opposite hand. You're here? Reach up. Now, what we're going to do here, this is one of the best pinning holds as far as you get them in this position, they can kick all they want to. They're going to be pretty much pinned from this point on. Alright, now what we're going to do, it's real important that you get a good angle and get your head all the way through. Okay? Real important that you get your head all the way through. Now, guys on all fours. Alright? He's going to crawl into it. There we go. Position here. Now,
This is the run over.
what we're going to do
Remember the run over from right here?
is,
They changed.
when you get a guy in that position, 9 times out of 10, you snap him down a couple of times, he's going to want to get out real bad. So as soon as he comes down, he's going to say, oh no, not this again. So he's going to step up real hard. He's going to fight like a madman trying to get up. And he's not going to do this. Now he'll think, all right, this is what I'm talking about. This right here, you still have to do the head around because he's got his outside leg up. What I'm talking about is when he tries to stand straight up. Okay? So in other words, I'm right here, and he tries to bring his left foot all the way up right in there. Now keep this knee down. What he'll do, he'll step up right here.
Right foot,
there.
right.
Right there, and he'll try to stand up with it all the way. Boom. Right there. Now we're going to go what we call a CrossFit cradle. Now the trick is, don't grab the ankle, go for the knee. Try to get your elbow on the back of his knee. So you're going to shoot all the way through, try to get your elbow deep, and you're going to be up on your toes. You're not going to be walking on your knees doing this. This isn't going to get it. You got to be up on your toes, driving through it. Okay? So I'm here. He tries to stand up, right there. Come on all the way up. Now look what I do. I try to go elbow deep to his knee. Notice, I'm not going to stay down here on my knees. I'm coming here. Now, once I get into his hip, I lock my hands. Okay? I lock my hands. My forehead is in his hip. Now, the hip is to the head. I'm going to sit through right here.
Cradle.
And guys, when I sit my hip through, I'm going to crush your space. Okay, I'm here. The hip to the head. I'm going to sit. Boom. Right there. Now, this is not a good position on my hip.
Rotate and give me an angle so I can see that better, Mike.
So what I'm going to do, as soon as I sit my hip through, I'm going to hip heist Everybody remember the hip hoist? And bring my other knee, go fall to your hip.
Move out of the way, Watkins.
I'm right here, my hands locked, I'm elbow deep. I'm going to sit my hip through. Boom, boom. Right here. This knee's up his butt and bent. My foot's in the mat. This is what I mean by bent. What I mean by bent is here. Knee up, foot in the mat. This leg is straight. So the knee that's closest to the butt is bent. The one closest to the head is straight. Now all I'm going to do is arch my back and look to the ceiling. And I'm crushing space right now. Okay?
Do that one more time with the set through to where I can sit from this side.
Now, once again, I'm here. I get my front headlock.
Steve, turn your butt more toward me. Right.
There. I get my front headlock. I roll right here. He tries to step up. And he steps up hard. Right there. I'm going to go all the way through to the knee. And I'm going to get up on my toes and drive. Here, and I'm going to drive him through his hip. Boom. Right there. Lock my hands. Once I get my hands locked, the hip to the head, I sit through. Immediately take the other knee through. So I go, boom, knee up the butt. Right here. Bent leg, straight leg. And then I just look to the ceiling and crunch his face. He's going. There's no way he's getting out of this. Okay? I get here, I've got him. Pretty well. But you got to be sure you do one thing. Guys, what makes this move illegal is when you start turning the chin this way or this way. The chin stays in the same place. The only thing you do is you take your elbow and you push his head or his face into his armpit. You never see me do this. I don't do this right here. That's illegal. If I'm here and I'm doing that, that's a point for him, and it's a penalty point for him.
You don't have to jerk it? I thought you had to jerk it to make it a neck wrench.
No. If you twist his head anyway, it's a penalty.
If you force your forearm and you're still holding up, won't that turn it some?
No. Now what I'm doing
Do it again.
is I'm just taking see, this right here is illegal because I'm turning his head. What I'm doing is I'm taking my forearm and pushing his head down inside. So I'm not taking his chin out like this. I'm taking it down inside to his armpit. Now there's nothing illegal about that because I'm just taking my elbow and I'm pushing his head down in there, right in there.
So you're turning it inside.
His head into me. I'm turning
Right.
it
Instead of turning it outside.
I'm just pushing his head into it right here. You don't see me pulling the chin. As soon as you do that, you're going to stop the match because the other guy point, and you're not going to get anything out of it. So be sure you practice not turning the chin, but taking their face and pushing it into the armpit by tucking your elbow. Here. Boom. Right there.
But their chin in their own armpit, what you're saying.
Yeah. And all I'm doing about it is taking my elbow and pulling it to my side. When I pull it to my side, it brings his chin underneath. But none of this. This is bad. Not a good thing. Okay? All right, next thing. We're going to do a little bit off bottom now.
Did they change that road?
Or did you want top? What do you want, bottom?
What now?
What do you want, bottom or top?
Let's do top now.
Okay. Guys, in a referee position, first thing we're going to go over is a spiral. Now, spiral means you take him in a circle or a spiral to break him down. You take him in a spiral motion to break him down. Now, if I'm right here, look at my start. Most people start like this. You know, we talk about inside position. Right now, I have my thumb inside. That's the only thing I've got inside. My other 4 fingers are outside. So what I want you to do, take your hand like this, like you're holding a cup or a Coke can. Now, all I want you to do is turn it like that. Throw your thumbs down on the outside, your fingers are outside. Now, how many fingers do I have on the inside? 4. Now I got my thumb on the outside. Now I've got inside position. Okay? That's a lot better inside position than this. All the rule says is, you have your thumb on the elbow. My thumb's on the elbow. And sometimes, if referee's not paying close attention, you can get away with this. My thumb's still on the elbow. But now everything's inside. Okay? I'm starting off right here. You know, now I've got everything inside. If he pulls his elbow in trying to keep me from out, I'm already there. Here, he pulls his elbow in. I don't have anything. So at least this position right here. Now you can beat him to here. Now what you're going to do in this spiral ride, the hand that's on the elbow is going to come to right here. Just a shallow hook. Grab that muscle right here. Okay? So the hand comes from the elbow. Just right here, grab that muscle. Now this is the most important part. The hand that is on the belly button. the hand is on the belly button, I'm going to do this. Okay? I'm just going to straighten it out, high in the thigh. It's high in the thigh, the better. The lower in the thigh, the worse it is. So I'm going to come here, straighten it out, right here, high on the thigh. And what I'm going to do, when I come here, straighten my arm out, I'm going to try to drive my shoulder into his back, and I'm literally going to try to pick his hip up off the mat. Okay? Now watch what happens when I do this. If I'm right here, and I just drive forward, and I lift, now see my hands here, I straighten my arm out. My arm's straight. Now if I do that, and I drive my hip into him, watch what happens to him. I'm here, boom, right there. See how it breaks him down to his hip? Okay? Back. For me, just by me doing this right here, just throwing my elbow in, boom, and picking that leg up, I'm breaking him down. Now the next thing I want to do is I want to do that at the same time I do this. So in the whistle, I'm right here. I'm just going to come here, right there, here and here, here and here. Now, make sure that this arm is straight. Now the spiral motion comes in, I'm going to get here and I'm going to squirt my hips in a circle. So the whistle, I'm here, straighten that arm out, I'm up on my toes. Now look which way I'm working. I'm straightening this arm out, trying to lift his hip, grab my shoulder through his back, boom. Right there. Spiral, I was working in a circle. Now he's flat. Now I can work my moves. Okay, now remember, the higher in the thigh, the better. Lower, worse. You're basically just making him spin right around. Now, the next thing, as I do this, if you're against a pretty decent guy, and he's got, he can move well on his knees, if I run around a circle, he's just going to spin around in a circle with me. I'm going to be here, I'm going to be circling, he's going to be circling. It's going to look like a dog chasing his tail. So the next part of this is my inside knee. I want to put my knee in front of his knee. Some people like putting it on the mat. That's good, that's fine, there's nothing wrong with it. Personally, I like putting my knee right here in his thigh. Okay? I like coming right here. Right here. A lot of pain. Okay?
Is it pain, Brian?
Another thing is this outside leg. If you feel more comfortable putting it in front, this leg right here can never touch the mat, this knee. The reason is, if I'm down here on both knees and he bumps into me, what happens to me? I fell over. If I'm here and my leg now he pushes into me, now I can push back into him. Alright, if I'm down here and he tries to wing roll me, right there, I'm down on my hip. If my leg's up and he tries to wing roll me, I got this leg right here. There's no big deal. Okay, so this leg stays up at all times. So here's what I want. I want you to get in a reference position. Now guys, you can do this if you want. Everybody, this is what most people start like this. If you want to, you go ahead and start right here. Knee to knee, and just split out. And that's how some people do it. Now you just come here, just boot right here, get that knee in front, right there, straighten that arm out, and circle right there. Once again, I like getting right here on it. And taking that knee out, right here. This is where you're going to Alright, now, we're getting pretty good. This is a good little drill you can do before, like during warm-ups. Just come here. Boom. 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 And notice, I'm really driving forward because we don't want all his weight at it. On his hands. If he can get the weight off his hands, he can get to his feet. So I'm really coming here. Boom. And driving forward. Boom. And get that knee in front. Okay? Here. Right here. Boom. Right there. Get that knee in front. Drying that arm up. Lifting that thigh. Okay? Right here. Now, once I get my knee in front, and I got all his weight on his hands, he's in bad position. He's hurting. Nothing, he can't do much good from here.
Brian.
Now here's what you've got to remember. Do not let him be your base. If he's your base, you're in bad position. Now what I mean by him being your base, is if he tries to do like a sit-out or a switch, and he's holding up all my weight, I'm going to end up flat on my face. So if I'm like this, right here, and he does his face, look where my head went. Right in the mat. Now that's the reason I want this knee in here and this knee back. he holding my weight up? No. Then my knee just slid off his thigh and hit the mat. Or if I had my knee in his thigh and he goes, now I'm right here. Okay? So he's not holding me up. Get back. Now I've got a lot of pressure on him right in here, but he's not holding me up. He goes to switch. Boom. He's not holding me up. You don't want that. So when you get in there, let him try to turn away or do a switch and see if you fall right over. If you do, you're not doing it very well. And once again, I got the shoulder-knee alignment. Now once I get into this position, a lot of weight on his hands, really driving my knee through his thigh, in front of his thigh. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this hand out of the crotch, and I'm going to push his head into his armpit. I'm going to push his face into his armpit right there. Okay, so here, got a lot of weight forward, keeping it right down in his hands. I'm going to let go, boom. Push the face in the armpit, and I'm going to wrap my fingers into a deep half. Okay, everybody reach over the back of their neck right here and feel that muscle right there. That's where you're going to dig into with your fingers. You're just going to wrap your fingers into that muscle. Get a good grip on it. Okay, so you're here, you got that shallow underhook. You're going to come from here, boom, push it right above the opposite ear, push it down in the armpit, and wrap the half. Once you get your half wrapped, now you can let go, and here's what I want. You can either come back here to the crotch, but I like coming here. Once I get to here, I jam it. I like coming here, driving, and taking this far wrist. Get back up on your knees. So right now, I've got a wrist and half. Get your hands a little bit better. I've got a wrist and half. Now, once again, if I don't have my knee in front of his knee, what can he do with me? If I'm trying to run it, he can just circle with me. If I'm right here knee to knee and I'm trying to run it, he can circle with me. I get my knee in front. I get my knee in front. Now I circle. His hips can't move anymore, can they? So what I'm going to try to do, as soon as I get him to here, I get my knee in front, my outside leg up. I'm going to take him 12 o'clock. I'm not going to take him that direction. I'm going to take him straight over top of his head. I'm here, and all I'm going to do, look what I do.
Bump
take
him
my
forward.
elbow out. See, I'm taking my elbow and prying him. Here. Now, watch what I do. I want to keep my elbow as tight to the ribs as possible. Here. My elbow is tight to the ribs. I'm not doing this flare-out stuff. My elbow is in tight to my ribs. Now, I'm just going to take him straight over. Here. Now, here's the key. See when his shoulder hit? Now, I want to get a good deep half, right? I don't want to end up like this with this little, barely a half in there.
California half.
I've got him to his shoulder, guys. You got it. Take your time. There is no hurry. Make sure you get it good and tight and finish him off right here. You're here. He hits that shoulder. Now, watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to pry my elbow out until my elbow hits the mat. Y'all see that? Yeah. Now, I'm not letting go and doing this. I'm keeping my half in good and tight. I'm still hanging on that muscle. I'm going to take my elbow to the mat. Where does that put my shoulder? In his armpit. Where does that put my chest?
On his.
On his chest. That's where it's going to be. Now, once I get to here, instead of letting go of this half, I'm going to make it deeper. I'm going to reach through, and I'm going to grab my own chest, which puts my elbow where?
On the mat.
On the back of his neck. I want to be elbow deep on my half. So I'm here. I got into his shoulder. Elbow to the mat. Elbow to the mat. Take your time. Now, readjust, get it in there good and deep. Grab your own chest. Everybody see this where I'm grabbing my own chest over here?
Rotate, honey and Michael, to where I can see what you're underneath y'all. Keep rotating, honey. Keep rotating. All right, right there, Mike.
I'm reaching through and grabbing my own chest. Now, at this point, when we shift, I want to sit through. All right, here. So I'm sitting all right here. When I do this, don't pull him on top of it like this. Keep your forward pressure. I got my forward pressure. I'm sitting my hip through. Right there. Now, what that does is he tries to roll me through.
My shoulder's already popping.
I got the brakes on. Okay, that puts my brakes on. Where he can't roll me through. So I'm here. Got it good and deep. I sit my hip through. Boom. And then immediately, I hip ice again. To here. Now, take your time. Take it down nice and slow. Boom. Notice, if my head ever touched the mat. No. Did my half come loose? No. I'm still elbow deep, right here. Now, when you feel him exhale, that's when you clamp him. And you bring your elbow to your ribs. Here. Notice, I've got a bent leg, going towards the head, and I've got a straight leg, right here. He's gone.
Rotate toward me, Mike, with your left hip.
It takes the air right out of the guy.
Bryn, substitute real quick. Let Bryn substitute and rotate where I can see you lift the head.
Say once again.
Everybody watch.
Okay, once again. I'm here. I got my spiral. I'm here. You get my knee in front. Boom, right in there. Got my knee in front. I got my arms straight. Shallow underhook. Jam his head to his armpit. Wrap my hat. Wrap my hat. Now, once I get that, I'm going to come underneath the arm, grab the wrist. Now, let's say he's got his arm posted out there. Right there. All I've got to do now is just do this. I'm here. I pull it in. There comes the hat. So that's pulling out your tooth. Remember, this hat now, I keep my wrist as tight to my elbow is tight to my wrist. Now, am I going to take it that way? 12 o'clock. 12 o'clock, right there. So I'm going to take my here, and I'm going to run my foot right through there. You need your shoulder, now what do I do? Put my elbow to the mat. Put my elbow to the mat. Right there. And I'm going to sink my hat. Reach in here deep. Grab my elbow. Grab my hat. Now, I sit my right hip through. Now, once again, I'll put him on top of me. I still got 4 limbs.
Rotate my way, yeah.
Now,
A little bit more, Mike. Right there.
right there. Heads up. Do not let your head touch the mat. Heads up. Now I tighten it up and I bring my elbow into my ribs right here.